Welcome to another video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Cubeproductions. Today we're using a really bad perk, but we're gonna make it good with score merch. And that perk, of course, is Gearhead. What this perk does is you injure a survivor by any means, well, if a survivor loses a health state by any means, it activates for 30 seconds, and if any survivor were to hit a good skill check by repairing a generator, their aura is good to you for 8 seconds. I'll explain more as to why we're using this as we continue playing, but that's the perk, and we're going to be showcasing in this video. The next perk we have, of course, will be Desolation. Because we all know what this perk does. I need it so I can hopefully be able to stop generators, stop pallets, and make it much easier to chase survivors and loops. And then, of course, we're going to be using Dead Man Switch with Score Trick Pain Resonance because this combo is really useful. We Score Trick Pain Resonance one of the gens, they screen, they get off the gen, it gets blocked for 30 seconds, and we lose 25%. Really good. Also, because of the fact that we have, Gearhead, we can walk towards the generator they're on and then get them off the gen with Dead Man Switch. We have battle targeting process to make them move 3% slower, and then we have the add-on that makes it so that we can have our cloud traps come back 12% faster. Without further ado, let's get straight to the game so I can show you how great this build is. But of course, it can't be a Score Merchant video. It can't be a Cubeproductions video unless I'm playing on Orm, because I love this map so much. Yay. So we're playing Orman, sadly. And it's a really dumb map, and I hate this map when I'm playing on Score Merchant. But hopefully with Gearhead, we can find what survivors are much faster than you. So I misread. We are using a Supercharge. It is an add-on where our cloud traps last 12% longer, which means it lasts, I believe, 7.5 seconds longer. So we can track survivors better. And in case you don't know this, I believe if you have a cloud trap on a survivor and then that survivor gets located by a drone, the cloud trap timer restarts. Which I never really knew that, but it kind of made sense because I've chased survivors for a long time who got cloud traps on them, and then it never really hit me that the cloud trap never went away. So we're gonna hit this guy, and now that we hit him, of course, our switch, our Gearhead's gonna activate, and now we can see if any one is on the generator, if they hit a good skill check or not. For some reason, this girl decides on the body block for this guy, but then she does at the last second, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm going after him anyway. Now, the reason why I went after him and didn't go after the girl was because of the fact that I knew that if I went after him, he would drop the pallet. Sadly, though, I was wrong. Also, I knew that there's a chance I could get a cloud trap on this girl and hopefully injure her with my drone. That's the second reason why I went after her. I went after him. But sadly, my plan did not work as planned because she actually body blocked pretty well for him, and I was like, dang it. But now he's a cloud up on him, so now all I have to do basically is make him get slow down. He's not gonna move because he's smart. But then I know he's gonna vault the pallet in the window now, so I know I can go over here and catch him. They do a generator across the entire map, I don't really care. I'm hoping he drops his pallet because his pallet is really, really strong. But instead he continues running, and I'm like, oh, even better. So now I get a free down. Because he was paying attention. Now the reason why Gearhead is not that good of a perk is because of the fact that basically it requires you to hit a survivor. If they get a good skill check, it doesn't do any. If they get a great skill check, it does nothing. If they get a good skill check, it does something. That survivor should have dropped that pallet, by the way. As you can see, I got Score Trick Pain Resonance value, and I got Gearhead because she hit a good skill check right before the generator got blown up by Score Trick. Also, I hear her kind of have ears, and that's why we kill people. And I don't even know how she got injured. I don't remember hitting her. I think she got a cloud drop on her or something, because there's no way she got injured. That's funny. But now you see my plan was to injure her, but it didn't really end up working as planned. But it's fine. We got 2 downs. They're probably healing him right now. Gearhead is still activated because, like I told y'all, it's every time you hit a survivor, they lose a health state. It's not every time you injure them. So if they go from healthy to injured or injured to down, it will activate. And it's actually a pretty good perk because of the fact that it's really good for information, but it's also really bad for information. That's the problem with the perk. It's hard to explain. It's like, how do I explain it? It's like this. The perk is good because when it works, it works. I'm gonna break this wall. And the survivor, for some reason, is gonna run right here. I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm so glad that she fell down this window because now I don't have to try and carry her down. Now, they're still doing gens, even though like one person's on a hook and I just downed the survivor. This guy's gonna try and go for the rescue. I'm like, sure, you do that, but I'm gonna hit you. Now he's gonna go around and go for the rescue. I'm like, that's fine. I'm gonna hook this girl on the scorcher. But yes, Gearhead is pretty useful. Actually, I've used it with my video. I think I can't remember the name of the video. I think it's called my best ever score merchant game, because it literally was my best ever score merchant game. I used Gearhead. I don't remember the prototype. It was Score Trick Residence, Gearhead, and a few other ones. Papa Goes the Weasel, maybe. That was the best game I ever had. I was playing on Midwich, which is kind of funny. I haven't played on the map in a long time. I wonder if it's disabled. I haven't played on the map in a long time. But he's gonna do this pallet, so I'm gonna break that eventually. But first, I'm going to get a claw trap on him, so I can slow him down, make it easier for me to chase him. Claw trap on him. Now all I have to do is basically try and slow him down more and more. I thought I saw someone else, so I got confused, and then it hit me. There's 2 people claw trapped and 2 people injured. So now on my radar, there's 3 different people I can go after, but I'm gonna go after this guy because I know this is the best position possible. I'll go after him. Gonna get him claw trapped. That way he is slowed down. I'm gonna try and pretend I'm gonna go to that window, but I'm not going to. I thought he would vault the window because of the fact that like he's in a really bad position, but the pallet is still up, so he definitely can easily get to the pallet if he wants to. So it's kind of hard to mind game this. He's going to immediately vault the pallet, but it's fine because now he's going to get hit by the drone and get slowed down. So if he goes to the right, he'll get slowed down. If he goes to the left, he'll still get slowed down. So either way, I'm going to hopefully be able to chase him and win. But sadly, my drone didn't touch him, so I'm like, ah. But yes, Gearhead is really interesting. The only real problem with Gearhead is there's 2 problems. First problem is it requires them to get a good skill check. So they hit a great skill check and do anything. So I feel like they should change it to make it so it's like if a survivor hits a skill check while you have it activated, you know where they are. I feel like that'd be really good. You can make it like only 20 seconds. But first it's like, first survivor has to even get a skill check in the first place. That's the first problem. Then they have to hit the skill check, and it has to be a good skill check. If they hit a great skill check, then it's nothing. Now most survivors hit good skill checks, but the problem is it is the fact that the game requires you to do that is annoying. As you can see, I would have had no idea that girl was over there because of Gearhead. So now I'm going to get rid of this drone and become undetectable and try and get them off guard. But then Deadman Switch activates because he knows, because he's like, the terror radius started. I know he's over here, but now everyone's injured. And like I told y'all on my last video, it's so weird. Whenever everyone's injured and I use Xenophobia, whenever I'm trying to get everyone injured so I can use Xenophobia in a build, because I feel like Xenophobia actually is pretty useful, I never get value out of it because they always heal themselves. Then whenever I don't use Xenophobia, every single person stays injured, and I'm like, I don't get it. It makes no sense how this happens every single time. But he was across the entire map, and he didn't even try and heal himself or get someone to heal him. He just said, I'm doing this generator, I don't care if I'm injured. And now, because of that reason, that was a really easy chase. Now this generator can be blocked because of Score Trick Residence and Deadman Switch, a really good combination. If you notice, a lot of my builds lately have been using the exact same build. I do have a video coming out where I use a really kind of unique, different-ish build. Kind of unique. There's 2 perks in particular that are kind of unique that I use. But the reason why most of these builds are kind of the same is because basically in Dead by Daylight, you need generator protection perks, and there's not really that many good generator protection perks. The best ones are probably a Score Trick Residence and Papa Goes Weasel. This girl right here is going to just teabag me for some reason. I'm like, hello. And I'll down her. And then she's going to give up because she's like, I give up. I'm like, okay. And I'm going to hook her on a hook because she just, I don't know what she was doing. I don't know why she even did that. Like, she literally just gave up. And I'm like, okay. And then she turned into a bot and she left the game. And I'm like, yeah, I love how my score merge can get people to just leave. Now, right there, that guy got a good skill check at the last second, so of course my Gearhead's gonna activate, so I know exactly where to go. Now all I have to do is follow his scratch marks, but for some reason his scratch mark disappeared. I'm like, I hate this game. And I probably went the wrong way too, but I was like, you know what, I already won. But the second someone turned to a bot, I knew I won the game. Yes, I know they're doing all these generators, but it's kind of funny because they kind of 3-gen themselves again. I say again because I had a video where someone had 3-gen themselves, and I'm over here like, that's funny. And it's funny because I've been over here, but I haven't been over here a lot. I've mainly been on the left side of the map and the middle building. So the fact that they 3-gen themselves is really funny to me. This person right here is going to try and loop this pallet. He can loop it though because of the fact that I don't have any drones yet. Now I put a drone right here. He has to leave the pallet or he's going to die. I expect him to save the bot, and I'm like, that's fine with me. The bot's not going to... That's when I realized he was a bot. Cause I was like, wait. The bot didn't try and body block, and then it hit me. Well, the person didn't try and body block, and then it hit me at the bot. So I was like, okay. I thought I saw a flashlight, so I was worried that I was going to get flashlight saved, but I did not. And then someone gets injured by my cloud trap. I'm like, yes! I'm going to kick this generator because no one's on it, and I might as well kick it so it starts regressing automatically. And now I'm going to go to the next person, using my radar to figure out where they are. That man switch activates, so I know that someone's on the gen. I'm going to get rid of the bot because I know the bot's dead on hook, and also it's a bot, like just kill it. So I'm going to get rid of the bot first. They're going to go for the rescue. Probably the girl who's injured will go for the rescue. I vault the window. I'm like, are you serious? And then I go back. And they rescued him, so I know the girl who's injured is the one that rescued. The claw trap is going to probably go away now, even though, not lie, the claw trap will go away because of the add-on I have where claw traps last longer. That, and also, she just got scammed by my drone, and when you get scammed by a drone, I believe the claw trap timer restarts, which is really good. So because of that reason, I am going to go chase this girl, because I know she's injured, and I know exactly where she is, unless she has a really annoying pallet. And then also I see this guy, and I'm like, oh no. So I'm glad to her. I was like, what are you doing? And then because she got slowed down by the drone, I was able to catch her. So I'm going to pick her up, but I was worried that the guy was going to try and drop the pallet on me, but for some reason he's not here. And then but then he's right there. I'm like, okay, there you are. So he's not going to drop this pallet because he's smart. And then I'm going to get a quick injure. I'm going to injure every single person if I can. Then he just gives up because he's like, you know what, I lose. I'm over here like, yes you do. I love this. I love Mortal Kombat. I love well, I do love Mortal Kombat, but I love Dead by Daylight when the survivors just give up. They're like, you know what, I lose. I'm like, yes. And then he did a hook. They're gonna rescue each other, probably heal if they even want to, but they probably shouldn't heal considering how I know exactly where they are. Then the girl's gonna run in front of me. I'm like, yes. And then this guy has a claw trap on him, so now all I have to do is slow him down, which I just did. He can't dead hard because of him being broken. Because of him being wounded, and now I get to kill this girl. Break this pallet, extra blood points for me, and I want to hook her on the furthest hook from that guy because I want to make sure he doesn't have like some way to get off the hook fast and find the hatch. So I'm gonna hook her over here and then hook him on the closest hook, and that's the first game. Getting really good gear hit value. I don't know about, I think the most recent perk tier list is Ozdarva's, if I remember correctly. And he put Gearhead kind of like low on the tier list because Gearhead is not really that good. I do think Gearhead on Scrum Merchant is actually good. Now, it's because of the fact that Scrum Merchant can't really go across the map very fast, so knowing where to go definitely does save time. Like, if you know where to go, you know that, okay, I know the survivor's over here. I have to walk there. It might take me 10 seconds, well, 15 seconds to get over there, but at least I know that I'm supposed to walk this direction towards this generator to stop this survivor, then to walk all the way across the map in a whole different wrong direction, and then you end up going wrong. Now, of course, you're probably wondering, why don't you just use barbecue and chili? It does the same exact thing, but probably better. And you're actually right. But the main reason why I don't use barbecue and chili is I feel like the 40 meters is good and bad. Like, sometimes I am 40 minutes away, and then sometimes I feel like when I am 40 minutes away, the game's just like, no, you're not. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I sometimes don't get any value out of it. Also, I feel like half the time whenever I use barbecue and chili, they have distortion. So I'm like, really? I knew one person had a background player, so I was prepared for that. It was the girl with the flashlight. Yep, I knew it. 2 people had flashlights, and one of them had background players, so that's annoying. But let's get to the second game, so I can show you how great this build is, because I'm telling you, Gearhead is low-key good. Like, it actually is a good perk, and I recommend you use it, compared to Septic Touch, where it's just like, oh, but Gearhead, it's pretty good. Okay, putting on the Stroma Wreckage. This map is actually one of my favorite maps too for Storm Merchant. Now, the only problem with this map is the generators are really far apart, which is a good thing because you can't 3-gen, which is a good thing because I don't want people to complain about, oh my god, Storm Merchant 3-genning, like, even though, like, if you watch most of my videos, like, the last match, half the time the survivors end up 3-genning themselves, so it's kind of funny. But the only problem with this map is the fact that the loops are really weird and I'm bad. So because of that reason, I'm gonna get this person locked on, but I'm not gonna be able to get multiple lock-on stacks on them because of the fact that they ran away. Then I lost where they went. I'm like, where'd you go? And then I got a second lock-on stack, so I'm like, great. So I'm making sure to use my radar if I can't find them because I'm like, where are you going? So this girl is gonna get a claw trap on her eventually, since she's gonna go towards this drone. There it is. Now she's going to get injured. I'm like, yay! And there's no way she's making this pallet in time, so I'm just gonna down her. And because I injured her with my claw trap, Gearhead activates, and now I can look around the map and figure out what the survivors are if I pay attention. So far I see that there's no survivors really anywhere right now. Also, another reason Gearhead's better than barbecue and chili, it lasts for 30 seconds, and it can happen across the map anywhere. And I don't even have to hook anyone, I can just play the game and have a normal day, and then it works. Also, it does eat a lot of distortion. Someone went up there, but the reason why I didn't follow them, because I knew this generator had a certain amount of progress on it if it got blocked by Dead Man Switch. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go up to here and make sure I can get anyone off these generators if possible. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have went to the person who was on the gen, who was up here, but I chose not to. Now I'm gonna go back so I can hopefully injure the person who just rescued the girl, so I can get injured. So I'm gonna injure this guy with the tip of my blade. I cut his abdomen. And now he's gonna get scammed by my drone. I'm like, he must have overcome or something, because the fact that he ran across the entire map so far is annoying. So I'm gonna break this pallet eventually, but first I'm gonna go after her because Gearhead activated and I can see exactly where she is for 8 seconds. This pallet right here is really annoying, and I have no drones. I can't like I can't get him what's it called? Claw trap. This guy's also the best looper on the team. I could tell while I was playing. I hate people who just sit there like that. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you know you're supposed to be running. And because he said that right there, he literally is going to put himself in a bad position. There's a pallet right here, and he does drop it immediately, luckily for him. I was like, uh-oh. I didn't expect it to be a pallet right there. And then he's going to go to the next pallet, which is fine by me. Because if he dropped every pallet, I'm happy with that. I'm going to mind game, and now he can die. And all because he decided to just be cocky instead of running. I don't know why the survivors do that. It's weird. I don't get it. Like, why would you just stare at the pallet when you can run to the next one and gain distance? It doesn't make a lot of sense. But what do I know? And then there's those same survivors that go, Scrum Merchant overpowered? I'm like, you literally didn't run. But okay. Because I'm unattackable, I'm gonna catch a guy off guard. He got so scared. He's like, what? And he's gonna run immediately in the opposite direction. I was like, yay. Now I know he's not gonna make it because he got stuck on the rock. And because I used the tip of my blade, I cut his abdomen, and now I get to hook him on this portrait. And then someone hit the generator immediately. I'm like, dang it. I was really hoping to hook him before they did a gen, and then Dead Man Switch activated, but no. Sadly, it didn't work as planned. So, as I'm recording this video, so basically, I have like 5 videos for y'all that I'm uploading like every day. Because I have time to make them and I have time to upload them. So I've already made the video, I gotta actually upload them. This person right here is going to is gonna try and do my drone. I'm like, what are you doing? And I know he has overcome. He just ran across the entire map insanely fast. That overcome is really good because you just like get hit, run towards the furthest pallet, and gain a lot of distance from the killer. And half the time they won't even want to chase you because of the overcome. So because of that reason, I'm like, dang it. I know he's gonna go towards this pallet. Luckily for me, I got a claw trap on him, so now all I have to do is not all I have to do, but now he can be slowed down by my drones. He's not gonna be able to make it to anything. He might have Dead Heart, but he can't use Dead Heart because he's exhausted, if I remember correctly. Oh no, Dead Heart causes exhaustion, but I think you can still use it. I don't know how I didn't get hit by that flasher right there, but I chose to go after this guy because I had seen him on my drone, and then I'm like, what did you do with my drone right in front of me for? It's weird. So he did the drone right in front of me. Now, because of that reason, he's gonna be injured. I mean, he's gonna be hooked. Looking around to make sure I can see anyone who has, thanks to my, what's it called, Gearhead, but sadly, no Gearhead value until the last second where I did see someone on that 1 gen, so I know where to go. But the reason why I didn't go after the person on that 1 gen yet was I knew I heard footsteps. Someone was running around here, so I was trying to get them, but I ended up losing them because I am back at the game. But I'm gonna go back because I see someone on the cloud, so I have the cloud up on them, so I'm like, I'm gonna track you. And maybe kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Get rid of this guy who's dead on hook, or get rid of the girl who's claw trap. But I try to go to the girl who's claw trap because I rarely tunnel. The only time I really tunnel, not only tunnel, but the only time I really tunnel is if like you're a problem and you must die. Luckily for me, I actually bought this pallet, so I'm like, yes. She also has Calm Spirit because she's the one to probably get hit by Ultimate Weapon. Even though I've been playing a few games of Survivor, and I haven't really seen anyone use Ultimate Weapon before. So the reason why I hooked this girl on the score trick instead of hooking her on the basement is I wanted to make sure I get as much value as possible from my Score Trick Pay Resonance. We have Score Trick Pay Resonance every single survivor, so because of that reason, we have the ability to what's it called? We don't have any more Score Trick Resonances, but that means every generator should be low enough where we can chase survivors off of them and have a good time. So I know survivors are probably in the middle building because that's where the last dead man switch. Last gearhead had activated. This generator gets blocked. So I know someone was here. I see them running thanks to my thing. The guy is scared. He's like, I'm never gonna get hit by a Scrum Merchant again. So because of that reason, he is crashing around the map the second my terror radius goes away. I'm gonna swing right here so I can fall down, but that didn't really help me probably at all, if I'm being honest. I'm on mind game, but then he decides to keep going straight. I'm like, oh, that's fine. Now, sadly, my drum was gone, but it doesn't really matter because of the fact that he didn't have dead hearts, so I win. He was looking behind him, so I thought he had dead heart for a second, but he did not, so I was like, yeah. So now, everyone, I think he got his second hook, right? Yep, that's the second hook. So 2 people are dead on hook, and then right there I see that someone's running, so it hit me. That's definitely, what's it called? That's definitely that boy's name. Leon. Not Leon. The guy with the cigarette in his mouth. Can't remember his name. So I'll go after him later. I want to kill him. But for now, I'm going to go after this girl who kept running. And then it hit me, why should I go after you when I can go after someone who actually is dead on hook? So, because of that reason, I'm going to go after someone else instead. Put a drone in this spot and kick this generator because it has a lot of progress. And I see that someone has scratch marks, so I know someone's over here. I gotta find where they are, because it's kind of hard to find survivors sometimes. And then I hit this guy, because he's not paying attention. And then Overcome activates, so he runs the running entire map like an insane man. I love when I hit people thanks to my Untettable. So he's gonna go in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, what are you doing? And now he's dead. And I know he's dead on hook, so I'm just gonna hook him immediately. And it's kind of funny, because I was trying to go after him because I knew if I went after him that he would die on hook. But at the exact same time, I was like, I'm probably not gonna be able to find him, and then I did find him. That's kind of funny. I find it funny how the guy who was sitting there after every time he passed on me and not moving is the one that dies first. Like, okay, maybe next time you should actually move and go towards the next pallet instead of being cocky. But what do I know? It's not gonna play Scrum Merchant all the time. But I'm not like saying he's bad or anything. What I'm saying is just like, it's really weird to me why survivors will like, unless they're being toxic. I have seen toxic, Grasshopper. Oh, that's funny. His videos are so funny. But I have seen like the toxic survivors who like selling you the pallet and they just look at you like, yeah. And I'm already like, you need to gain distance or you're going to die. Like if I was any other killer, like Nurse, oh, you died. Like you decided not to move, you're dead. But that was just funny to me because of course he died first of all the survivors. So now we're in a really good position because there's only 3 gens left. 2 gens left they have to do. But of course, every time I hit someone, they're gonna get injured, and that's gonna activate by Gearhead, and then I'll know exactly where to go afterwards. So because of that reason, I'm going over to here and see if there's a survivor over here. Nope, there's not. So now I'm gonna go over here and see if there's a survivor over here, and there is a person working on a generator, but I don't see a survivor. So now I'm like, and this is part of the game where it gets kind of boring. And then I look and someone does that gen, so I'm like, well, they 3-gen themselves, again, kind of, because it's not really a good 3-gen, but it is possible to defend the 2-gens pretty easily. I was gonna kick that gen, honestly, but I just didn't think about it. Because I'm just kind of mad, because basically I'm just over here, like, doing what I did last game, where it's like, well, I went around the entire map, like, 4 different times, but because the last person I hooked over here, I just stayed over here for a little bit, and they did the 2 furthest gens from me, so now I'm like, well, it makes more sense to just go back up here. So now I'm over here, and I don't want, well, I don't really care, honestly, what the survivors think, but I just know how survivors think. They're like, I'm going to just, I'm going to blend the Scrum Merger for 3-genning, when clearly I'm the one that decided to put the, when clearly I'm the one that did all the generators across the map. So right here, my drone is going to lock onto this person. I believe my drone was not actually moving, and the only reason why I activated right there was because she ran towards it. In case you don't know, in the last video I was talking about glitches that have to do with Scrum Merchant, how her drones just decide not to move sometimes. Luckily for me, she blocks this window. I'm going to hook her. I'm going to hit her. And then, of course, the second I hit her, I'm going to activate my gearhead. And I see that someone's on the bottom right gen over there, so I'm like, yeah, die. And notice how the second I hit the survivor is the second they start doing gens. So I gotta make sure I actually decide to not go after them. This girl is gonna get confused. I'm gonna swing right here because I thought I could hit her for some reason. Luckily for me, she doesn't know where I'm coming from, and she's gonna go the wrong way. Now, in theory, I should probably hit the generator just in case there's a survivor behind me trying to finish it. Also, it's at 99, so decreasing it a little bit is really useful. But like I told you, we were in a really good position because we had everyone not injured, but everyone was how do I explain? Every single person, one person was dead. They had 2 gens left. We're in a really good position because all the generators are near us. But there's a problem. The problem being that just because the generators are near us doesn't mean that I can protect all 3 of them, and that's the problem. So now, basically, I'm in a position where one generator is about to pop immediately, but it looks like the other survivors don't know it's gonna pop, so I don't really have to worry about it. And then I don't know what the other 2 survivors are, but at any point, if I decide to just not protect these generators, they can do them immediately, and there's not much I can do about it, because I lost all my Scorcher Revenerances, so that's kind of a problem. So I'm going to drone right here because of the fact that I want to make sure that I can get this girl injured. Then I see that someone is injured, so I'm like, no. Well, someone's claw trap, so I'm like, no. And I'm going to go after him. The pallet will break thanks to Desolation, and then I get quick down, and no one can hit the gen immediately. Because the second I said I don't think any of the survivors know about the generator, is when this guy's like, yeah, I'm going towards the generator. I know it's almost done. I know this guy's dead on hook, so when I hook him, all I have to do now is worry about 2 more survivors, and I'm good. Now, normally like games like this don't really happen with me, and I don't know if like this happens to y'all a lot when y'all play killer, but like now I'm in a position where it's like if I do not protect these, if I don't stay in this area, I lose. But then at that same time, it's like I don't want to stay in this area because I want to try and find them, but that's basically going to be an L if I do that. So this is going to block, so I know Dead Man Switch. I know someone's over here. So the second I see someone go over here, the second Dead Man Switch deactivates, I'm going to kick the generator so it can hopefully regress without them doing the gen. And then I'm going to put a drone up there. It does not spin, so I'm like, oh, fun. So now I'm just going to basically, hooray, I can get the generators to spin, or we'll get one of my drones to spin. This drone does not move at all. It was still in a good-ish position where I didn't really have to worry about it, even though it wasn't spinning. But the fact that it wasn't spinning is bad. Like, they need to fix that glitch. Like, please. The fact that the generators the drones decide to just not spin is extremely bad. And I really hope they fix that glitch, even though I don't know what caused the glitch. I just feel like they should fix it, because I don't know why it happens. Like, it's so bad not being able to use your power. So this survivor right here is going to fall this window. I'm going to chase them. They don't have eyes landing, but I missed a hit because I'm bad. So I'm going to try and hit them, but I was trying not to get hit by that pallet, but I got hit anyway. Now, the reason why you see me turn around is because I know that the second I go after that survivor, they're going to go after the gens. Especially, notice how she went toward the generator to the right that has the most progress. And then she went back. So this girl's right here. She's going to go back. This time, I'm not going to miss. Hit this girl. She's going to block the pallet because she knows that there's a pallet right there. The girl's going to go after my drone. And I know that, so I'm going to go after her. These survivors are really smart. This is how you're supposed to play. Like, this is literally how you're supposed to play in a situation like this. But as a killer, you know the survivors are going to play like this, so you have to play the opposite. Like, how do you deal with the fact that there's 3 gens left and the survivors are going to go after them? Well, you have to protect the gens. Like, that's how it is. If you don't protect the gens, you lose. The survivors know that. The survivors are going to purposely put you in a position where you're going the opposite direction of the gens. That way you don't have time to protect them. So now, luckily for me, Claudette, I meant to say, she healed herself, and then she got injured thanks to my drone. So now I hit a claw trap on her. She is injured. She's gonna prime this drone. This generator, but I'm not gonna let her. Now I don't mind going after Claudette because I know that pallet is broken. I'm gonna down her. And now Nia is gonna try and do the generator in the middle before I can kill her. And I can see that thanks to thanks to Gearhead that she's on that generator. She did disable the drone, so I can't actually scan her. But I can see exactly where she is, thanks to Gearhead. And now I'm going to hit this girl. And she declared it over her, so I'm like, yes, even better. And there's no way she's gonna go to get to anything, so I know I win the game. But yes, I'm sorry if the gameplay was kind of, it probably wasn't even boring. Like, I don't even think I'll even care. But like, I know for some people, they care about like, they care about different things like that. Like, oh my god, how dare you just, how dare you protect the 3 gens? I'm like, I don't know what you expected. Like, I'm confused. As a killer, you're supposed to do that, but what do I know? But yes, that was the game. It ended up being they 3 gen themselves, and I only had one option if I want to actually win. So that's what I did. I decided to protect 3 generators, and I decided to kill them and not rush after them if I get a hit, because that's the whole, they want to do that. They want me to rush and try and give me a 30-second chase so they can do the generator for 30 seconds and most likely get out of the game and win. So yes, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any good ideas, make sure you tell me in the comments. If you think that Gearhead is actually a good perk, let me know in the comments. I really think Gearhead is a really good perk. Notice how this Claudette has a syringe. Every game I notice someone has a syringe. Like, I just don't understand. Now, luckily for me, Storm Merchant can counter this because she can make it broken and you can't even use it. But it's the fact that every survivor has this, and then yet they still complain about Storm Merchant. Like, make it make sense. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a nice day. Gearhead is S tier, I'm telling you.
Oh, please, I have no soul.